Hi everyone. So it is happening. Spring is hopefully here. We have a few cool nights coming up, but I think for the most part we are ready. We've got a pear blooming. We've got some hanging baskets and color coming in. Can't really, you can kind of see them right there. So anyway, I think we're here. It's warm. It's a gorgeous day today. It's not windy. Surprise, surprise in Oklahoma in spring. So I wanted to talk to you guys today about some plants that will bring another sensory experience to your garden. A lot of people like flowers for their smell, and I just wanted to talk about a few good ones that will really help that. But first, I just wanted to enjoy the day. It is sunny and nice. See, lots of pretty baskets. Japanese maples are looking amazing. Got the Kodo Naritas and the Sumagakis and the Mikawa Yatsubas. Okay, so a couple weeks ago I noticed that the limes were fruiting. I still have what is this? A Meyer Lemon here that's blooming. Probably start fruiting here a little bit. But today is all about how things smell, and these little white flowers smell amazing, really sweet, almost like a gardenia. And it's making this whole greenhouse smell amazing. Not a real difficult plant to take care of. Give it lots of sun and water in the summer, let it go kind of dry in the winter. Once it starts blooming, though, that's when you want to start watering it again. It starts blooming about January, February, depending on how much light and heat you give it. That's true for most citrus. Some bloom at other times. Generally, you'll get a second bloom in the summer, but not as heavily as this. All right, plant number 2, the Gardenia. It's not blooming yet. It's a summer bloomer, although there are some buds. Right there. This is one of the ones that's hardy in Zone 7 called Crown Jewel. There's a few others. I found this one to be the most reliably winter hardy here. Blooms all summer. You can put it in the ground, but it likes acidic soil. So I treat it like you would an azalea. Afternoon shade won't hurt it. Nice big white kind of fluffy flowers that smell great. Again, it'll make your whole garden smell really good when they're in bloom. It's a really good one to have a light pointed on at night because the white flowers glow kind of when the light hits them. So if you can get some outdoor lighting on it, it'll make your night garden much more appealing. Okay, the third plant I want to talk about is thyme. This is what the culinary thyme looks like. It's kind of low, shrubby, develops a woody stem. This is what you would use for cooking. You strip the leaves off, and it's kind of a spicy, woodsy kind of tea flavor. But a good one for just general gardens is this. Is called Reiter thyme. Reiter. So you can see it is very flat. Of course, I just yanked some out of the pot, but it spreads quite a lot and it roots in as it goes. So if you have cracks in your sidewalk, in your driveway, or even just next to your sidewalk, someplace where you can walk on it, you release that scent into the air without really having to get down there and sniff it or bruise the leaves manually, because you can really stomp on this and it will not hurt it. Another thing this is good for is replacing lawns. This is evergreen if you water it in the winter. It's very vigorous. It will form a very dense, thick mat. And again, it only gets about 1 inch tall. There's another one that maybe makes a little bit better of a lawn, which I don't have right now. It's called Cubiloides. It spreads even more than this, gets about 2-3 inches tall. But the best part is they're covered in these little pink and white flowers, kind of early summer. So if you want a pink lawn that smells great and you never have to mow and barely have to water, creeping time. The fourth plant I want to talk about is Dianthus. It is a free-blooming, evergreen perennial. Comes in lots of different colors, even different leaf colors. There's the kind of biennial dark green, the perennial fire witch that's this blue-green. They all have pretty close to the same flower. This one's a double, this one's kind of that Sweet William mophead type. But they all have really nice scents. They're all a little different. This one's the fire witch does really well here. It does like to be dry. Kind of forms a dense little mound. Blooms sporadically all year, but heavily you'll be covered by May. These smell kind of sweet and cinnamony. The Sweet Williams, they're related to carnations like the boutonnieres. This kind of smells like that kind of clean, soapy. Others are going to be more peppery, kind of a little bit sweeter. The modern varietals are going to have as strong a scent as some of the older ones. That's kind of the way most things are. So the doubles aren't going to be as strongly scented as the fire witch. And the final plant I want to talk about is lemon balm. It's got to be one of my favorite plants. It is, well, as a plant, it is hardy. It is vigorous. It does spread. I've never really thought it invasive, though. I think it'll fill up a space, but it won't kill anything else. It is pretty. This is the golden lemon balm. There is a more green variety too. It's just a little bit darker. It has little pretty white flowers in summer. It has citronella oil, so if you rub it on your skin, it will help keep mosquitoes away. Which, by the way, don't use DEET. DEET doesn't work unless it's literally dripping off of you. It needs to be wet to work. So once it dries, it doesn't do anything. But anyway, lemon balm. In addition to it being a pretty plant, it's low growing. Use it as a ground cover. I use it around borders of beds so that as I walk by and walk into the beds, I crush it and my whole yard smells like lemon heads. And even tastes really good. Snip some of this off, kind of clap it between your hands, rub it around, throw it in a glass of water, put some ice in there. You've got a refreshing drink. Even better, replace the water with gin. Oh my God. So there are 5 plants. I'm still holding the lemon balm. There are 5 plants. I can't hold it. Do 5. There are 5 plants that will add another dimension to your garden. And I just thought of another one, so there will be 5.1 because I don't have this one yet. Moonflower. So this is in the same family as morning glories and sweet potato vine, Ipomia. So morning glories bloom in the morning. They have blue, purple flowers, stuff like that. That's about it. They vine, they seed, they bloom, they're pretty, blah, blah, blah. These have white flowers, and like their name, they bloom at night. Kind of like the Gardenia. If you can light the vine up at night, you will just have these little white glowing orbs of scented beauty. It's an annual, so it can climb up something, but it'll die, so it's not like it'll tear apart your fence or destroy your house or anything like that, like some vines. But the best part about these flowers, it has these trumpets that are like 8 inches across when they open. They have these long tubes that you can see, like hummingbird moths and bumblebee moths, like feeding on, and they're kind of fun. But the scent is amazing. It's probably the strongest of anything I've showed you today. So that's a really neat one to add some nighttime interest to your garden, because it only blooms at night. You have to go outside when it's actually cool and nice and you want to be outside in the summer. That's when that blooms. So what could be better? Alright, that is 6 plants that you can add to your garden that will add another dimension to your landscape. In the comments below, tell me some of your favorite scented plants. There are hundreds of them that I left out. Echinacea, roses, others. Just leave those in the comments below. I'm curious to see what everybody else's favorite is. And again, if there's some that don't grow here that I'm not familiar with, I'd love to learn about them. So please leave a comment, like, subscribe. I would appreciate it. Bye!